Just 20 miles away from the disastrous ship collision that took down Baltimore's Key Bridge, there are new fears that another iconic Maryland bridge may be vulnerable to the same fate. Parts of it stretching more than 300 feet up and 4 miles long between Annapolis and Kent Island is the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Multiple experts underscored to CNN that many of the hulking twin-span suspension bridge's concrete pilings and aging piers are too exposed to possible collision.
That's the symbol of the Chesapeake Bay.
Captain Frank Carver showed me the Bay Bridge at close range, its oldest span now 72 years old. The urgent warning from experts is especially pertinent since this bridge is on the very shipping lane that was being used by the MV Dolly. State figures show that each year, 27 million vehicles drive across the Bay Bridge as 11 million tons of cargo sail under it.
Sometimes we do at least 4 times a day, if not sometimes 10 times a day, fishing all around it at the Bay Bridge now.
Right now, we're in the center of the shipping lane that leads to the port of Baltimore, and a CNN analysis found that some of the pilings of this bridge are just as vulnerable to the type of collision that took down the Key Bridge. Engineering professor Adel ElSafty of the University of North Florida says the design could be at risk of collapse if hit by a container ship.
If one support goes down, then the whole superstructure will go down as well, and it will pull the other parts as well. It's going to have that kind of catastrophic failure.
The tower piers that support the main spans of the Bay Bridge have protective fenders, but ElSafty points out that is where protections end. There are none of the barriers known as dolphins used to blunt the force of an errant ship.
I think that is what we really need to do, is to design and protect. Design better and protect our infrastructure.
The Chesapeake Bay Bridge is operated and maintained by the same agency that oversees the Key Bridge. In a new statement to CNN, the Maryland Transportation Authority says after the Key Bridge collapse, it is, quote, looking at options with the U.S. Coast Guard on the feasibility of increased pier protections for the Bay Bridge and what's possible in the navigation channel. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg said no bridge is designed for a direct hit from a ship.
This is a unique circumstance. I do not know of a bridge that has been constructed to withstand a direct impact from a vessel of this size.
I think everybody will definitely be more on guard now, that's for sure.
Captain Frank Carver calls the collapse of the Key Bridge a gut punch.
Thrown a whole new light, something you just didn't realize could ever happen, all that, and it happened. Now you can see it just opens up so many more vulnerabilities all around.